Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I use my Hobonichi Cousin. And so we're just going to jump right into it. I do have tabs so I can keep up to where I am going. So I am going to take this part out and put it into my main planner where I track my sleep and my moods. I'm going to figure out how to add my stress levels as well because I do want to start tracking that along with like while I do my health journey stuff, which I might actually put my sleep, my mood, and my stress, but it only track it for a week on the weeklies of my fitness section, so I can kind of see like days I didn't work out and I didn't reach like my goals. Why? I may have to incorporate that. I might put it in both sections. And so I do track that here, and I track when I work on my goals and my projects. And so I just put a dot. So I do track that here. I do want to start being like more specific, which is why I want to move that out. So that's how I use that here. And in my monthly, I really just kind of like use this to kind of pre-plan for all my stuff I have going on. So like we'll go to May, and so like I just have like my main stuff that I do, my budget, my paydays, a conference that I want to go to, days I have prayer, like stuff at work. So these are just like basic stuff that I normally do and things that I've already have planned in here. So I do want to add other stuff because I do got some other plans. So I'm just basically using this kind of like as a pre-planning to put my stuff on. So when I go to plan for the month, I'll already kind of see the things that I know for sure that I want to do. The next section is the weekly section. Went a little too far. And so I am using this as a tracker. So I use these lighter color highlighters because last week I used the brighter ones. And Saturday was so busy. Like after I ran like some errands and stuff, I guess those 2 days were really busy. I did really good on these, but I need to do better on these. Making sure I like keep up with like the weekend, because the weekend is when I do like a lot more stuff. But I decided to use like the lighter color highlighters that I got. I got these in a budget box from North Cove, and so I really do like these. So I am using the lighter color ones here to see if maybe that makes a difference and it won't be so much issues with this. But I don't know. If you have any suggestions of a better way I could kind of like do this without it being overwhelming. So people was like, oh, the paper is great, but then I found out that this year the paper has a lot of bleed through and it's not as good as the paper was. So I was like, maybe I should have got like a 2024 and just like redated it, because the way I'm using it, I'm not using it as a traditional kind of planner. I'm using it kind of for what I need to use it for. So I could have just did that, but it does have quite a bit of bleed through, which I really do not like. But I'm going to use these lighter colors. And again, if you have suggestions on ways that I can use, like track my schedule like I've been doing without it bleeding through. And this is one of the reasons I got it, because everybody was like, oh, the paper is the best paper that you'll ever get. You could do all this other stuff and it's thinner, so it doesn't take up like too much space and you'll be able to still, you know, highlighting stuff in it. So I was like, this would be perfect for like my planner where I do more tracking stuff, because really I use this planner more for tracking. And so for my for the daily pages, this is how I use it. I don't use it to like journal or anything. I use it to put like projects I'm working on. So today's like a more lighter day today, because I'm kind of tired. I was out a lot longer yesterday. Excuse me, sorry about that. Than I wanted to be. So I'm a bit tired. So I did like my basic stuff, but I only worked on like my business projects. But any projects that I have, like decluttering is a project, stuff like that, I'll put this here and I'll put the priority. So like decluttering, I would say it's like a low priority, but I do want to get it done because I need to get some of this stuff out of my house. And then I can do Then I do like planned and actual, like how many times do I plan to spend on it, how much time I spent on it. So I do, this is how I use the daily pages. So it helps me keep track of like my goals, like what I'm working on daily, like to make sure I'm keeping track with that in any projects. I can make sure that I am putting my projects. So I'll list stuff down in my planner, like my main planner, and I'll put like reading, and I might like put workout or something, but this helps me put like exactly what it is every day that I'm working towards for those different goals. So this is how I'm using my Hobonichi Cousin. And I don't normally use the pages in the back, but one of the pages I am using. So one of my goals is to hang out with my family and friends. Like I want to be able to spend quality time with my family and friends. I've been very intentional about that. So I have actually put like a list out of all my family and friends that I spend quality time with. Not like, hey, how are you? How's your day? But the ones I've actually spent quality time with. So I do have that here. And I'm excited. So this is how I'm using my planner, my Hobonichi Cousin. This is how this works for me. And it's not, because it's not so encompassing that I have to like do a bunch of stuff with it. It does make it a little easier for me to just add this into the mix of my planning. All right, you guys, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to rate with a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and again, if you have any suggestions about ways that I can use this weekly without all the bleed through, I can probably just keep using the lighter color highlighters, but I want to I do like, other options to have. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.